also let's talk about a little bit about Andrei's addiction to Mirror's Edge. Okay, you have to explain to us why you find so fascinating about that game, because I personally I think it's okay, but I find nothing that interesting for me to play. How many hours you played already? 90 hours?
The first game I played for like 150 hours. I tried to speedrun it, but I just didn't get the hang of it. I was too stupid.
Clearly.
Back then, I guess. And Catalyst, I have 90 hours. I really don't know why I love it that much. I feel like there's a lot of potential, but it hasn't reached it yet.
Well, reached it yet. I mean, this is gonna be the final product you will ever get. I don't think there's another Mirror's Edge coming out soon, so...
I wish they would make another one.
Okay, so why exactly you love that game? Like, is there anything, the mechanics or the visuals or something? What exactly that makes you play Mirror's Edge on
the visual and the running mechanics? I mean, it's just running, but it feels really good in the game. The first game, what I miss from the first game is the level design, the distinct, how you say it, like every level had a color palette. Like the ship level had white and green. The office of, I don't know, I think Ropeburn was orange and white, There was a lot more color variety in the first game. And in the second one, it just feels too clean. Too, I don't know. I don't want to say lifeless, but there's just something missing. I feel like open world doesn't fit into Mirror's Edge. Let's say it like that.
You might imagine it would be perfect for a parkour type of game.
Assassin's Creed case in point.
Yes, and no. It's really hard to explain, but the open world level design in Mirror's Edge and Catalyst is not very good either. You have like 3, 4, or 5 districts, and there's only one route you can get to the district. There's like only one way to get there and one way to get out of that. It's not really good in my opinion.
Fair enough. So wait, why do you do that? Just trying to beat your best time, basically?
Well, the good thing about Catalyst is the time trials you can create. The community stuff behind it. I've created some stuff. They have leaderboards for preset runs, and that's great. I have a few good runs, top 1%. Top 3% most of the times, and yeah, that's like the only reason I play. It's the community time trials.
Fair enough. So, fuck's sake, Agent. Now because I'm talking now because of you.
I also
Sorry.
love to beat my times in the single player story missions and the side runs and everything.
Is the single player any good though in terms of story?
No, not really. I don't like it.
What's the principle of the story? Like, what's happening?
Dude, I finished the story like 11 times.
Okay.
And I don't remember. That's how bad I think it is, okay? I just run through to get better times, pretty much. I really don't care about the story.
I only played the beta of Mirror's Edge, and that's the most I know. I mean, maybe it was fun for like 10 minutes. After that, I'm like, eh.
What I also think isn't good is that they have a sort of, like a talent tree, I feel like that doesn't fit into the game. What also doesn't fit into the game is the poor combat. They also removed weapons completely from the game. The first game, you had the choice to disarm someone and take someone's weapon and shoot the enemy with it. You can't do that in Catalyst at all, and I think it's a bad decision. It would have been better if you could choose I just disarm him or whatever and then run away.
Yeah, there was I remember I read an interview or something, because they don't want the players to pick up a gun, start shooting everyone instead of running around. Like I think it was again, they were kind of going against, how to describe it. It would be against Fate's character to use a weapon, apparently.
Well, she used one in the first game, so that argument is not really good. I mean,
isn't this a reboot though?
Yeah, it is a reboot, but it's just
so technically it doesn't matter what happened in the first.
I feel like it's still a terrible excuse. At least let me disarm them. Like, why do I have to punch someone 10 times before they, die and they still have a weapon in their hands, and they can still potentially shoot me. Like, that doesn't really make sense to me. Okay,
Fair enough. Anything else you want to talk about Mirror's Edge?
I'm not sure.
Was it
There
worth
are a
playing
lot
it,
of things you
Andrew?
can talk about, but I just want another Mirror's Edge.
Yeah. I don't
Catalyst
think-
wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong. Catalyst wasn't super bad, but first one is still better in my opinion, and I feel like it has a lot of potential if they would, get it right for once. I don't know. I'm no game designer. A lot of things sound good in my head or on paper, but if you put it into a game, it would probably not be so good. So that's why I don't share opinions on what I would want to see that they add, except like, better level design, maybe not go open world, and please, a better combat system. It's so bad.
But is there a combat system on Mirror Edge?
Yeah, it's just like kicking and hitting people until they drop dead. But it's not good. It feels very clunky.
Reminds Tom of his childhood.
Sure. I'll go with that.
Hands upon a dead man's gun, and you're looking down the sights. Your heart is warm